If you're watching this, you know the routine, the dread of that first urge after you lie down. The stumble to the bathroom in the dark. The wait, the push, the dribble, and the worry. You are one of the millions of men who has been told that an enlarged prostate, or BPH, is just an unavoidable tax on getting older. I'm here to tell you that is an absolute myth, and believing it is dangerous. Today we're not offering quick tips. This is the 90-minute prostate health masterclass. We are going deep, dedicating nearly 9 minutes to uncovering the science, the mechanisms, and the definitive step-by-step protocol for correcting each of these 10 errors. We're counting down from the least dangerous to the number 1 habit that physically chokes your flow. Commit this hour and a half to your health. By the end, you will possess the knowledge to reclaim your sleep, your energy, and your dignity. Let's begin with the most aggressive physical stressor on your gland. This habit is arguably the most insidious because it works through pure biology. When you live in a state of high stress, whether it's financial worry, career pressure, or relationship anxiety, your body overactivates its fight or flight response, governed by the sympathetic nervous system. The mechanism deep dive. This system uses adrenaline and noradrenaline as messengers. Here is the critical point. Your prostate gland and the smooth muscles around the neck of your bladder are densely packed with alpha-1 adrenergic receptors that are hypersensitive to these hormones. When stress spikes, adrenaline clamps down on these muscles. It's like tightening a vice around your urethra. This constriction instantly makes your urinary stream weaker, causes incomplete emptying, and dramatically increases the urgency and frequency of needing to go, even if the physical size of your prostate hasn't changed much. Real-world example. I've seen patients whose IPSS, International Prostate Symptom Score, plummeted simply by retiring from a high-stress job. The symptoms were physical, but the root cause was 100% emotional and neurological. The stress reduction protocol, the 3-step decompression. The box breathing technique. 3 times a day, practice this simple exercise. Inhale slowly for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, exhale slowly for a count of 4, and hold the empty lungs for a count of 4. Repeat 10 times. This is the fastest way to signal your vagus nerve to relax the bladder neck. The digital wind down. Institute a mandatory 90-minute cutoff from all news, stressful emails, and social media before bed. The anxiety these platforms create directly translates to prostate tension overnight. The Purpose Project. Chronic stress is often linked to a lack of purpose. Actively seek out a hobby, volunteer work, or a community group. Connecting with others releases oxytocin, which is a natural antagonist to the stress hormone cortisol. Habit number 2. Poor sleep and chronic sleep deprivation. Sleep is where your body is supposed to repair the damage from the day. When you consistently get less than 7 hours of quality sleep, you ignite an inflammatory fire and create hormonal chaos that drives BPH. The mechanism deep dive. Sleep deprivation raises cortisol, inflammation driver, and disrupts the healthy cycle of testosterone to estrogen conversion. For men, excess estrogen is the primary growth factor for the prostate. Additionally, studies show that the hormone melatonin, released during deep sleep, has powerful anti-proliferative properties, meaning it helps slow down the multiplication of prostate cells. Poor sleep equals low melatonin and high estrogen, a perfect storm for prostate enlargement. The nocturia vicious cycle. Many men wake up frequently, and this lack of sleep causes the hormonal issues that worsen the prostate, leading to more wake-ups. We must break this cycle at the sleep end, not just the bathroom end. The Sleep Hygiene Master Protocol, the 4-pillar approach. The temperature sweet spot. The ideal sleeping temperature is 60/text to 67°/circ/text F. A slightly cool environment enhances deep, restorative sleep cycles where melatonin peaks. The morning light fix. Expose yourself to bright sunlight for 10 to 15 minutes first thing in the morning. This simple action powerfully regulates your circadian rhythm, ensuring you are sleepy at night and awake during the day. Evening fluid management. The 2-hour lockout. This is essential. Stop all fluid intake, including water, tea, and soup, at least 2 hours before your strict bedtime. The sleep audit. For 1 week, keep a simple journal tracking your bedtime, wake-up time, and the number of times you woke up. This objective data helps you and your doctor identify if the problem is true nocturia or simply insomnia. Habit number 3. Chronic lack of sunlight and vitamin D deficiency. Think of vitamin D not as a vitamin, but as a steroid hormone that manages over 200 genes, including those that regulate growth and inflammation. Your prostate cells possess specific vitamin D receptors, VDRs. When enough active vitamin D binds to these receptors, it triggers a cascade of genes that essentially tell the prostate, slow down cellular growth. The mechanism deep dive. In cases of severe vitamin D deficiency, this braking system is disabled. Clinical studies have shown a direct correlation between lower vitamin D levels and larger prostate volumes, as well as a higher incidence of advanced prostate cancer. If you live north of Atlanta, or you spend most of your time indoors, you are almost certainly deficient. The risk multipliers, older age, darker skin, and higher body fat are all factors that reduce your ability to synthesize vitamin D from the sun, making this habit even more destructive for our target audience. The Protective Vitamin D Protocol, the Testing and Targeting Plan. Test, don't guess. Get your blood tested for 25\text OH-D the stored form. The optimal health range is generally 40\text to 60\text ing/ml. Most labs consider 30 sufficient, but for prostate protection we aim higher. The Synergy Stack. If supplementing, understand that vitamin D works best when paired with vitamin K2 to ensure calcium goes into bones, not soft tissues, and magnesium, which is required for the activation of vitamin D. Sunlight strategy. The window rule. Understand that sunlight filtered through glass does not produce vitamin D. You need direct skin exposure, ideally in the midday sun without sunscreen for 10 to 20 minutes depending on your skin type. Habit number 4. Ignoring symptoms and delaying regular checkups. This habit is destructive because it substitutes hope for objective data. Many men wait until their symptoms are severe, until they can barely empty their bladder, before seeing a specialist. This delay costs time, which is precious, particularly when dealing with the possibility of malignancy. The PSA and beyond. We must demystify the PSA, prostate-specific antigen test. It is not perfect, but it is a critical piece of the puzzle. It's not just the number that matters. Your doctor looks at the PSA velocity, how fast the number is rising year over year, and the PSA density, the amount of PSA relative to the prostate volume. Ignoring these annual markers means you are missing the trend. The symptom deception. Remember, BPH symptoms and the early stages of prostate cancer can feel nearly identical. You cannot differentiate them based on urinary urgency or stream alone. The physical exam DRE remains critical for detecting changes in texture and firmness. The proactive screening protocol. The IPSS self-assessment. Before your next doctor's visit, complete the International Prostate Symptom Score, IPSS, questionnaire. Print it out and bring the score. This forces an objective conversation instead of a vague complaint. Key questions for your urologist. Ask these 3 specific questions. What is my current prostate volume? What is my post-void residual PVR volume? And can we look at my PSA velocity trend over the last 3 years? Know your family history. If your father or brother had prostate cancer, you need to begin screening at age 40, not 50. This knowledge is your best defense. Habit number 5. Chronically holding your urine. The bladder is a muscle, and treating it like a storage tank that you only empty when it's bursting is highly damaging. When you repeatedly ignore the urge to go, you are overstretching the bladder wall. The mechanism deep dive. This chronic overstretching can lead to detrusor muscle fatigue and scarring, fibrosis. The bladder gets weak and loses its ability to contract with the necessary force. When BPH already provides an obstruction, a weak bladder muscle means you will always struggle to empty completely. This leaves behind post-void residual, PVR urine. PVR is stagnant, highly acidic, and is a breeding ground for bacteria, significantly increasing your risk of UTIs and bladder stones. The urgency feedback loop. The more you hold it, the more sensitive your bladder becomes. When you finally do go, the urge feels more intense and sudden. You've trained your bladder to be hyperreactive. The bladder restoration protocol. Timed voiding. Implement a fixed 2.5-hour schedule. Go to the bathroom at 8 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 1 p.m., and so on. Go whether you feel the urge or not. This retrains your brain and bladder to work together predictably. The distraction technique. When an urge hits prematurely, stop what you are doing, sit down, and perform a few deep breaths, using the method from habit number 1. This often allows the urge sensation to pass without you having to rush. The double voiding drill. After you feel you are finished urinating, wait 30 to 60 seconds, relax completely, and try to go again. This is the single best way to ensure maximum emptying and minimize residual urine. Habit number 6. High refined sugar and fructose intake. This habit is feeding your prostate growth directly through hormonal signals. Your body's response to a constant high-sugar diet is chronic elevated insulin. The mechanism deep dive. When insulin levels are persistently high, which leads to insulin resistance, your body increases the production of insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1. IGF-1 is a powerful mitogen. It literally tells cells throughout your body, including your prostate cells, to grow and multiply. You are pouring hormonal fertilizer on your BPH every time you consume excess sugar. Furthermore, high blood sugar fuels the inflammatory pathways that cause prostate tissue swelling. The fructose danger. Pay special attention to fructose, especially high fructose corn syrup found in sodas and processed foods. Fructose is metabolized differently, bypassing some regulatory steps, and it is a major driver of chronic inflammation and fatty liver, which further complicates metabolic health tied to the prostate. The metabolic correction protocol. The drink audit. Eliminate all sugary drinks, soda, sports drinks, and commercial fruit juices. They are the single greatest source of insulin spikes. Swap them for water infused with lemon or cucumber. The glycemic swap. Focus on replacing high glycemic carbohydrates, white rice, white pasta, white bread, with low glycemic, high fiber alternatives, oats, quinoa, brown rice, whole grain pasta. The vinegar hack. Consuming a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar mixed with water about 15 minutes before a carbohydrate-heavy meal can significantly blunt the resulting insulin and glucose spike. Habit number 7. Excessive consumption of red and processed meats. The danger here is threefold: the type of fat, the compounds in the meat itself, and the way you cook it. We are talking about chronic systemic inflammation. The mechanism deep dive. High intake of red and processed meats often brings high levels of saturated fat and omega-6 fatty acids, which push the body into a pro-inflammatory state. However, the most acute risk comes from heterocyclic amines, HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs. Toxic compounds formed when meat is cooked at high temperatures, like grilling, barbecuing, or frying. These compounds are carcinogens that actively promote inflammation and cellular damage, directly impacting the delicate prostate tissue. The processed threat. Processed meats, bacon, sausage, deli ham, often contain nitrates, high levels of sodium, and inflammatory seed oils, making them one of the worst offenders for overall systemic inflammation. The protective cooking protocol. The antioxidant shield. Before grilling or searing meat, marinate it for at least 30 minutes in an acidic mixture, lemon juice, vinegar, along with antioxidant spices like rosemary, turmeric, and oregano. Studies show this drastically reduces the formation of HCAs. Lower the heat. Prioritize cooking methods like stewing, baking, or slow cooking over high-temperature searing or charring. Minimize the black, burnt edges on food. Omega balance. Actively increase your intake of omega-3 rich foods, fatty fish like salmon, flax seeds, walnuts, to counteract the inflammatory effects of the omega-6 heavy standard American diet. Habit number 8. Prolonged sitting and lack of daily movement. Our bodies were designed to move. Our modern, sedentary lifestyle is a direct assault on the health of the pelvic floor and the prostate. This habit harms you by literally squeezing the life out of the tissue. The mechanism deep dive. Sustained sitting, especially on hard or poorly designed surfaces, applies continuous pressure to the perineum, the area between the testicles and the anus. This compresses the blood vessels and nerves that supply the prostate. This leads to pelvic congestion and tissue hypoxia, a lack of oxygen. Inflammatory compounds build up, metabolic waste is not cleared efficiently, and the prostate tissue suffers chronic, low-grade injury. The dual risk of obesity. Lack of movement also contributes to weight gain. Excess abdominal fat is metabolically active, producing an enzyme called aromatase that converts beneficial testosterone into estrogen, another key driver of prostate enlargement. The active pelvis protocol. The stand and walk timer. Use the 25 and 5 rule. Sit for 25 minutes, then stand up and walk for 5 minutes. Even gentle movement is enough to restore critical blood flow. The cycling caution. If you are an avid cyclist, invest in a specialized wide or center cutout saddle. Traditional narrow bike seats are notorious for causing high, sustained perineal pressure. The prostate stretch. Incorporate gentle daily stretches like a butterfly stretch or a simple seated pelvic tilt to relieve tension and promote circulation in the pelvic floor. Habit number 9. Excessive caffeine, energy drinks, and alcohol. While dehydration, habit number 10, is about the quantity of fluid, this habit is about the quality and effect of the fluid. Caffeine and alcohol are among the most powerful bladder irritants you can consume. The mechanism deep dive. Both substances act as diuretics, suppressing the production of antidiuretic hormone, ADH. This signals your kidneys to dump fluid at an accelerated rate, rapidly filling your bladder and forcing you to void frequently. Furthermore, they are bladder irritants, meaning they chemically sensitize the detrusor muscle. This makes the urge feel more intense, immediate, and sudden. You go from I should go to I have to go now instantly. The hidden caffeine culprits. Don't forget sources like many types of tea, especially black and green, dark chocolate, and many cold/flu medications that contain stimulants. These contribute to the cumulative diuretic load. The fluid management protocol. The noon cutoff. Set a strict time, no later than 1 p.m., for all caffeine consumption. This ensures the diuretic effect has worn off before you prepare for bed. The alcohol substitution. When socializing, swap beer, which is particularly bladder irritating and volume heavy, for a small glass of red wine, which contains beneficial antioxidants, or switch entirely to non-alcoholic options. The 1:1 rule. If you consume alcohol, strictly adhere to alternating it with a glass of water. This helps manage the diuretic effect and prevent excessive dehydration. Habit number 10. Chronic dehydration. Drinking too little water. It sounds counterintuitive, but trying to reduce bathroom trips by restricting water intake is one of the most common and damaging habits. It is a form of self-sabotage. The mechanism deep dive. When you are dehydrated, your kidneys concentrate the urine heavily. This concentrated urine is high in urea, salts, and uric acid. When this passes through the urethra, which runs right through the center of your prostate, it acts like a mild chemical irritant, increasing local inflammation at the bladder, neck, and prostate tissues. Chronic irritation equals chronic inflammation, and chronic inflammation is the single greatest precursor to uncontrolled tissue growth and BPH. The urine color test. Your urine should be a very pale straw color, like weak lemonade. If it is the color of strong apple juice or darker, you are dehydrated and actively damaging your prostate. The structured hydration protocol. The gradual sip rule. Do not chug large amounts of water at once. This simply forces the kidneys to process it too quickly. Instead, keep a reusable bottle and take small, consistent sips every 15 to 20 minutes throughout the day. The bedtime discipline. Reiterate the most crucial rule from habit number 2. Stop all fluid intake 2 hours before your absolute bedtime. This is the key to minimizing fluid volume in the bladder during your sleep cycle. The mineral boost. If you struggle with plain water, add a squeeze of lemon and a pinch of high-quality sea salt. This provides electrolytes that help your body absorb and utilize the water more efficiently. You have now completed the Prostate Health Masterclass. You possess the full scientific and practical blueprint for taking back control. Do not be overwhelmed by all 10 habits. Start today with the ones that affect you most. Eliminating habit number 1, stress, and habit number 2, sleep, will give you the fastest, most noticeable relief. If this level of detailed, life-changing information empowers you, then please, help us fight the myth of inevitable aging. Like the video to support this research, share this masterclass with every man you know, and subscribe now to join our community dedicated to optimal men's health. The power to reverse these habits is in your hands. Use it starting right now.